Clem told Alma what's going on with Isaac and with how about what Arwen said. So
Yeah,
in their unit meeting,
yeah,
Alma was pissed, bro. She was telling all the supervisors that they need to have a conversation with all their workers because the Vicky situation and other people are thinking it's okay to put their hands on other people. Like, this is getting out of hand. It's going to become a problem if it doesn't get stopped now. Like, you need to, like, she was like super pissed and went on a huge rant about it. Like, and where in anybody's right mind did they think it was ever
was
okay to sit there and try to put their hands on somebody else in the workplace? Like, that they're,
what was she talking? What was she talking about? Oh, like about my stuff?
yeah.
Oh, Alma knows about, it? Or
Oh,
Clem
yeah.
told him?
Clem told Alma, and Alma was pissed because Patty was like, because I told her, and she's like, now that makes sense because she said that there's multiple people in this office that think that they can put their hands on people because they're talking about Vicky because they're trying to get Vicky on a right to rep instead of an MOC because
Yeah.
management or HR is coming back and saying to do an MOC instead of a right to rep, and Alma and Myra and them were like, or Alma and Clem
Wait,
are like,
wait, all right, wait. Garrett, stop. What? So what do you say? Right to rep, and then what do you say? HOC?
MOC.
Oh, MOC. So what's the difference? What's that?
MOC is like a formal memo,
Yeah.
and so like where she has to like so it's not like a pip where she has to change her. She has 30 days to change her thing. MOC is
Yeah.
essentially a formal memo that gets sent and like to HR. Then like HR goes over it and like it's essentially like, hey, like we're aware of your shit. You need to cut it out, otherwise the next is gonna be a right to rep. And they're fighting her. They're like, no, it's been a constant thing. She's been moved around the office. It's in every one of her paths. She's had two prior right to reps and multiple MOCs on the same conduct. And now they're revisiting it, and HR is going to look at it again and potentially move to do a right to rep or an admin move.
Yeah.
And what's it called? But yeah, Alma was also talking like we need to cut this out now. People need to start remembering boundaries. Like supervisors, like no more like of this favoritism. Like if one worker's doing it and they're not supposed to, it doesn't matter if they're a good worker or not. Like the rules have to be across the board because some people are taking advantage of it and they're thinking that they can do whatever they want and all this other crap. And then yeah, so like but she was very adamant about the whole keeping everybody's hands to themselves and that people's personalities need to be put into place.
That's Vicky's thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. No. That's crazy though. Yeah, I didn't even think about Clem taking it up to. Obviously, she's gonna tell Alma. I didn't even think about that, but um, I'm probably gonna get called in the office to ask what happened
yeah.
with by Alma because usually Alma likes to hear it
But
from the horse's mouth.
I'm gonna tell you right now, they're probably not because Alma has not threatened, but essentially keeps telling Patty, well, we need to meet with Garrett, and we need to meet about his situation and his encounter with her. Like we have to get his side from it. She's always saying this, but like I'm telling Patty, don't tell me because they don't want me to like seem like I'm coach or like I'm working on like an answer and like and I told Patty, I was like, I'm gonna tell him the fucking truth. She came at me with an attitude while I was on my break going to the restroom, saying I was distracting and causing a disturbance in the workplace, and I laughed in her face because she has no idea what the hell she was talking about. Damn, this dude smoked me. I was like, what are they gonna say? Like,
Uh,
oh, you can't laugh in her face? I did. She
yeah.
didn't say anything. I laughed, made it awkward, and she walked away. Like there was no words exchanged. I had nothing to say to her. She tried to pull something on me, and I pretty much showed her I don't care. She doesn't know what I was doing over there. And what's to say? Like also, it wasn't even me that was talking. It was Ashley asking me a question about something that her new worker did, and if it was something that it was like newly trained or something like it was. She was asking me for help because she knows like, and then like it wasn't even like I was just over there to talk. But yeah, like they still have yet. They keep tailing it. Apparently, like I was supposed to meet with them, and they're supposed to meet with me, and they're supposed to talk to me about like my request to be moved, and they're not.
Oh, yeah.
They're not.
Doesn't sound like they're focusing on any office shakeup right now.
No,
In
yeah.
terms of Brad.
One, it's because two, they don't want to put me anywhere in a position where I could be closer to Vicky, and two,
Yeah, it's kind of hard to move you because the only other places you could really go is like Janie or Tessie or something like that.
yeah,
Really, the only other further units from her, from that, from Patty's.
yeah, and then like the fact that Arwen already knows the situation and he's been informed, like, hey, like, keep an eye out on it, like, and the fact that I'm not creating a problem. I'm not, like,
Yeah.
if I were to be barking and shit left and right and purposely having arguments with Arwen to like make it look like it's really an unhealthy situation, they would one look to moving or two like have conversations. But fucking management already knows because they tell Patty all the time. Like they know that I just don't give a rat's ass about anybody's opinion. Like, and I don't care. Like, cause yeah, like they just keep telling Patty, make sure Garrett knows to not like, go by your unit. And it's just like, dude, he doesn't. Like, but like, I'm not gonna stop going. Like if we have kids together. Like if I have to talk to them, I have to talk to them, and nobody's gonna stop me from that. And they were just like, they kind of got all quiet about it. Like they know. Like, I don't fucking know. Let her come over to my unit and try to say some shit, dude. Let her see what the fuck happens. You guys will probably think like I can be like I'm funny, I'm nice and cool, but that day that happens, bro, you're gonna probably think I'm one of the worst people in the world. Like because of the shit I would say. Like
she ain't got the nads to walk over to our unit, dude. No way.
yeah. And the fact, dude, she got so pissed, bro. I heard that she got so pissed that you fucking Ariana and Arwen all fucking stood up for me on that crap. She thought I was all like, she thought she was gonna fucking bully me and say that like, get away with making that threat and trying to say she was gonna write me up. And Arwen told her straight up, like, bro, like he was waiting on clarification from me, and I had reached out to the PS, like, there's nothing you can do about that. And they talked to her about that too, like you know the thing, like. Then the only thing they said is like that's where they came up with the decision, like, okay, Patty can't touch it. They like if there's a case I worked on, she can't touch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we were like, dude, like, and Patty, I was like, dude, I was like, we've never had an issue with the 938 before from her unit, because I've gotten one from a long time ago. Brittany tried marking me on something, and and Patty sent it over, and I'm like, I even asked her, like, when we got home, I'm like, bro, like, why, like, did you look at that real quick? Like, she's like, oh, like, I guess, and she didn't realize that, like, something on it was actually correct, and wasn't from me. It was from someone else after me. And I was like, yeah, see? Like, I wasn't the one who fucking did this shit. Like, come on, babe, you gotta trust me. But, yeah, like, yeah, there's just...
One of them got moved out of the unit, though, right?
Brittany got moved out, yes.
Brittany did. Yeah, I knew one of them had got moved out, but that's not enough. They need to break it more.
Yeah.
They need to actually, like, give Patty a new unit.
They do. I really wish they do, because I'm at this point, dude, like, I have Vicky's address, bro.
I've heard that they were, like, whispers about like a supervisor shakeup.
Yeah. Well, they did it at the office, the DOs, because Socorro or someone was like trying to say they weren't going to do certain things because they didn't agree with like Alma's new plan, and that's why they got put as an outstation supervisor. The new one that they just talked about during the unit meeting, she was
Yeah.
disagreeing with Alma and was saying that she's not going to make her workers.
Oh, Sakura Negretti.
Yeah, I think it was Sakura
Yeah.
because Sakura was the one who got put out station, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, because Monica Meza or somebody took her spot or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because Monica Meza was like saying like she's gonna sit here and she's okay with making people like holding people accountable, and Sakura was like, oh, like that's too much, like so they were like, okay, you can go to outstation. Here you go, out of the whole office, out of the whole unit, out of everything. They fucked her over, dude.